Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this tips and tricks session about block properties and how to access connected information. In this little example, I'd like to solve a particular challenge. We have an Ethernet switch. This Ethernet switch has 12 ports, and on port number 1 I have PLC module connected to it, and to this PLC modules there are additional modules connected to it. However, I'd like to know from my module 5 and my module 4 and my module 3 that they all, at the end of the day, connected back to my K1 switch port number 1. To do this, there's a trick in ePlan using block properties as well as an interconnectivity between symbols. If we look at K2, for example, or even K3, we have a black box and we have two connection points. Now, since version, I think 2.7 or 2.8, and available also in the version 2.9 and 2022 and 2023, we are able to link two device connection points within a black box. So if I open up my Ethernet connection number 2 and I go to my logic, I can say target tracking PLC, and I can say you are connected to EN1 port pin 0. What this does, it allows a path to be created between EN2 and EN1. So that means that the PLC target tracking goes then from EN1 all through EN2, connection to EN1, and all the way back to P1. I will do the same thing at this EN2 here, for example. I will go to my logic and I say connect to EN1 0. So I'm using the plug name and the connection designation. So make sure you always have a connection point designation here. Since I'm working in the single line environment and I don't really identify a connection designation, I just put 0 as a generic number. So now if we go to K4, now if I go to my pin EN1, now what I'm able to do, because I've linked all of those devices together, using my block property, I can say I would like to navigate to my last function via connection point and target number PLC. And as you can see here, the connection point number 1, the target is actually K1 P1 0. So I can navigate to that. Now I can go to my function, look at general function information, and I can add my P1, which is my bus interface, but I can also add my device tag, which is my complete DT. So here we've got K1. And then I'm going to add a separator, and this separator is a semicolon, for example. Just going to put them in order, so move the bus interface down. And now you can see that the result is K1 port number 1. Confirm with OK. Now if I go to my display information and I display my block property 1, apply, you can see, or I need to move my text around. But you can see that now the system knows what is the ultimate connection from K1, or EN1 is connected all the way through to K1 port number 1. And if I was to change the port name here from P1 to P2 or P5, now suddenly the information would then be updated. So you really don't have to do anything. You can move your items around, connect them to a different port, but now you are able, even using black boxes and device connection points, you are able to interconnect them to each other to allow for continuity of potential is one, but also tracking the last target of your PLC. Hope this little tips and tricks was useful and you'll be able to use it in your next project. Thank you for watching and see you again.